The center has announced new guidelines for social media platforms and over-the-top OTT streaming services to curb the misuse of these platforms. The Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad and Prakash Javadekar, during a press conference on February 25th, shared details of new rules to regulate social media. They warned that double standards of social media will not be accepted. So here are the 10 major takeaways from the new guidelines. Under the newly introduced rules, the center has made it compulsory for social media companies like Facebook and Twitter to take down contentious content as early as possible, but not later than 36 hours or after the government's order. The rules also mention that platforms must take down content that shows an individual in a sexual act or in conduct, or in full or partial nudity within 24 hours of receiving a complaint. Social media intermediaries should furnish these rules, regulation, privacy policy and user agreement for access or usage of these sites or applications. As per the rules, the intermediary should inform the users of computer resources not to be host, display, upload, modify, publish, transmit, store, update or share any information that is false or misleading or defamatory in any nature. Social media platform will also require to share the originator of the mischievous information. Publishers of the news on digital media will be required to observe norms of journalistic conduct of the Press Council of India and the program code under the Cable Television Networks Regulation Act. The government will also establish an interdepartmental committee for hearing grievances. For over-the-top streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, the government said that content would have to be self-classified into 5 categories based on each. It shall be classified as follows: U for universal, then comes UA for ages above 7 years, there's another UA which will be above 14 years, another UA category will be for ages 16 and above. Lastly, A will be there for adult content. For each content of the program, the publishers will have to prominently display the classification rating, informing the user about the nature of the content and the program. Government added that OTT platforms will be required to implement parental locks for content classified as UA 13 years or higher, and reliable age verification mechanism should also be in place for content classified as A or adult. The OTT platforms will now have a self-regulating body which will be headed by the retired Supreme Court or High Court judge or very eminent person in this category. Government also clarified that classification of the content does not mean bringing any censorship to the platform. The ministers also emphasized the institutional mechanism which is needed for media freedom. They said, "We have fought for media freedom, it is absolute, but every freedom needs to be a responsible freedom."